We are tonight's entertainment.
Hey guys, it's Maverick. Welcome to a tier list video. Some of you wanted a little tier list video. We've done the tension tracks, and I think that's it. I'll probably do the teens, which that'll be like maybe for who's the best teen perk wise, I guess, because they're kind of all the same, but just the perks that they bring are different. But today we're doing the weapons, and maybe we'll do monsters in the future, because VHS right now, like, I can't really play the game. It's too repetitive. I need more content to play it, so I kind of have to stick to tier list videos. And then when that runs out, who knows what else I could try to do. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. So, weapon tier list. We're gonna go off of all monsters. So this is Anomaly, is our latest monster. With the, he got kind of buff nerfed with the audio thingy. So that's as closest as we are when it comes to this tier list. So we'll just jump right into this order they have here. So the fire. So we're gonna go. I don't know if I'm gonna go mod or no mod. People use mods, so I'm gonna consider every mod. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. So the flamethrower, it's pretty average. C to me is average. S is like top of the top. F is like garbage. C is average. You know, this weapon takes a while to fire, but man, some of the mods on it, you know, the lingering damage on it. Some have a higher range, but it's kind of hard. I don't think it's up in B because of how slow it takes to pull out and fire. Like sometimes that kills me. And this is a weapon where the monster can kind of, if they want to risk it, they can go like right or just swing right to get the boost. Then so you're right here and they'll swing to go around you, and then they'll get the hit instead of just coming straight at you, which is stupid. They would try to curve it. But if you can read it, you can hit them. But I think this is you definitely have to time this weapon for sure. This isn't like the ray gun, the pew pew run like the kiting. You can't kite too well with this one. Depends who you go up against. But Wart, not the best against Wart. Decent against Dollmaster and his dolls, I would say, maybe. I think Anomaly, funny enough, it's kind of decent on him. Deathwire, probably not the best. You want ranged weapons on him. And I know I was missing one more. Werewolf, not the best. Because yeah, some weapons on monsters aren't the close range weapons aren't the best. You want kind of long range RCs. So I think this is good for considering all mods and all monsters. I think this is decent. So this is like, C is like average. So Molotov. Okay, Molotov. This is like A or B. Let me put in B for now. It's definitely better than the flamethrower. You only get one, but it's a quick craft. I personally don't do the two because I always like to have a weapon, and this is pretty much the weapon that could be quick, easy to kill, ready on site when you craft it. Other than the Enigma, you have to charge it. The staff, you have to charge it. This is one where boom, short, one shot, don't screw it up. So that's why I don't like using the two bottle mod, because it increases craft time. I like to have that Molotov on site. I like to have it on site and ready, quick craft. There's somewhere this can really buy you time. The Molotov can buy you time. There's another weapon I'll talk about. Like you pull that, you put it down, boom, you could buy time if the monster cannot go around. When I play Werewolf, it's like Hotel. If I throw it on the stairs, when they throw it on the stairs and I'm Werewolf, it's like shit, I have to go all the way around. So this can really waste a monster's time, depending on who it is. If it's War, he probably don't give a shit. Well, it depends. I don't know. Werewolf, you screwed her over if you throw it in time without the howl. Dollmaster, it depends if he has another doll where you're running away. He'll just probably control the doll and you're screwed. Deathwire, if you could throw it early, I think it's pretty decent. I mean, Molotov, you could throw trick shots. That's what's making me think A tier, because you can really get like long range. You can save people. Quick craft, I mean, I might put an A, but it may, I have to see where the others go and then maybe tone it down. It's definitely not S tier. But the fact that it's a quick craft, you can waste certain monsters' time. Anomaly could just go right under it. I forgot to talk about him. Yeah, that's pretty much it. He can go under it. Obby could just stay near the flames. But it depends what mod you have too. I don't know. I think it's solid. I might put A. So I don't want to make this video too long, so we'll see where the others go. I think I'll keep it at A for now. Solar Flare. When we had the core 3, people were like, this weapon sucks. Deathwire came, oh, this is good. Anomaly came, oh, this is pretty dang good. I think it's good against Anomaly. Definitely, this is good against damn near any monster. Probably not wart too much. People hate this weapon, actually. They want to rework on this weapon. I don't mind it. It's like werewolf. I don't mind if they rework her or not. I don't mind if they rework any of these weapons or not. I'm open to it. I want to say B tier, at least. It's not average, because you could set it down. You could protect crafts with this weapon. Did the werewolf howl? Oh, she howled. She's scared that someone might be in the area or some shit. Psych, I'm actually not in the area. She's going to take the risk. I totally butchered that. Let's say someone's crafting. You place it there and you run away. The guy says, hey, he's coming over here. You ready? Werewolf doesn't give a shit. Goes through the ray. Boom, you fire it from way far. Or what if she howls? Even the howl won't reach you. That's what's clutch about this weapon. You can protect people from a far range. You just have to pay attention if they don't have comms. If they have comms, that's easier. Or if they ping, you just have to pay attention when it goes red. Boom, fire it. Even then, sometimes they will... This will definitely keep a monster... It will hesitate some players as the monster. Some don't give a shit and they'll go for it. Then you'll kill them. And then sometimes, depending on how you place it, they'll test you. They'll let you get a couple hits and then they'll probably find like a little cover spot. But you do kind of save the day. You save a teen's life and you waste their time. But it came at a cost of charges. And always pay attention if it depletes, because sometimes no one will tell you nothing. Hey, why is my thing going low? Oh, he's staring at it. So yeah, they can stare at it if you didn't know, and it will deplete your energy on that weapon. But I think it's good because you can save people. It's like the Molotov, but it's kind of on standby. There's some cool mods with it. I have yet to see the double mod, but that takes a lot of energy. But that could be dirty. But I think it's a solid weapon. Good for protecting. You just have to time it right. It's not one to be close to a monster or even mid-range, because you have to put it up and then boom, you could get shocked or you could get howled before you can even fire it. So you have to time it right. But I think it's definitely B tier. Next up, ray gun. One of the most solid weapons. Tons of ammo. I think it's A tier. Okay, when I do tier list, the subject that's closest to the letter beats the tiebreaker. So this means ray gun's a bit better than the Molotov, but they're in the same range. I think better than the Molotov because tons of ammo. Fork shot mod goes crazy. This is good on damn near any monster. You can kite wart with it. Depending on the map, you can really like screw some monsters over. Like there may be cover, but you maybe just get the right timing of shooting them and they can't reach cover. It's like such a wide open area. This is the weapon you want to use long range, wide open areas, keep monsters at bay. You can even kill some monsters in some cases from a far range. It's a solid weapon. Like I said, fork shot. That's like the one to use. Fork shot mod. Oh, some people get some skill shots with that. The one where you shoot it in like ricochets. Like that takes some serious skill if you like actually know how to aim with the ricochet. Unless the ricochet is always random. I don't know. I think it's solid. I think I'm fine with A tier because it's damn near good against any monster. I'm pretty confident putting A tier. Next up, the RC helicopter, which has some cool skins. So first RC, you definitely want to run the mod where if they hit the RC, you still get it back. I don't run anything else so far. I haven't got anything past I think the first 3 slots, the first 3 mods. So I can't really say about the others. What can I say? RC, you are vulnerable, but if you that's kind of the thing though. You have to assume that you have good teammates that will ping. I'll just assume you're a good team with these weapons. It's an RC. It's a bit tricky at times to land this depending on the monster. I mean, they have a shot to, you have a little light, you have noise and a little light that kind of exposes your RC. But if you play it right, I think it's good. It could be annoying. You could drive people off. You could drive monsters off of your teammates. But I'm trying to think, is it B or A tier? Because RCs are good. I don't know. I think for now I'll just put in B. Maybe A, because you don't have to. It really depends. It's situational. It's definitely not average. I'll put it in B for now. We gotta see where the others go. Shock sphere. People say this needs a rework too. They say RCs and reworks need, and the solar flare need reworked. RCs as in remote weapons, so the eye, and I guess if you count this one, kind of too, the shock sphere and the helicopter RC. That's what they mean by RCs, the remote weapons. But shock sphere, quick craft, you just got to charge it. Sometimes the monster can hear the charge though, and then sometimes you can fail it, and the monster will know about that too. I wonder if in the future monsters will sabotage those. That'd be kind of cool. I think that's harmless. What do you guys think? I don't know. That'd be kind of sick if you could disarm those. But shock sphere. Okay, quick craft. That already puts you ahead, in my opinion, in the average. Quick craft, because monsters are gonna check crafting stations. But then even if you charge, they might hear that. So that's what's kind of sucks. But still, quick craft. You don't have to be near a crafting station after that. So you may not even see the monster. You'll be able to probably get this weapon off. Like charge it. And then it's just... It takes up so much energy. It's just, can you land it? It almost feels the way it is now. You kind of have to know you're going to get the monster when you beef it up. Because the first time you go into that bubble, you're probably not going to get the second one off because you used so much energy. It's good. I don't know if it's better than solar flare. That's tough. It's a quicker craft. No. I think because of the energy, I think solar flare is a bit better. I think people are going to call me crazy on that, but that's just how I feel. Because it takes up so much energy. That's why it's low. That's why I'm putting it a bit lower. I'm going to keep it this way. I can already tell people are going to get pissed, I think. Because people really like shock sphere. But the fact that it takes so much energy, it sucks. And maybe I'm thinking the way I play with it. Because... Okay, is he ready? Is he ready? Oh, thanks. We lost him. You just wasted half of the gauge. Like, every time I go into it, it don't matter what monster. Like, the pings suddenly disappear. And I lost all my charge just for that. Maybe that's why I rank it lower. Yeah. I feel like this is such a controversial thing there. But I'm curious. Let me know your guys' tier list down below. In the comments section down below. So, next up, the cross. Solid weapon against the dolls. Wait, hang on. I didn't even talk about different monsters with some of these weapons. I think we did with this one. See, Doll Master, probably not the best. It depends, because doll could just come at you. Everyone else is pretty simple, I would say. Wart, you always need 2 weapons. Anomaly 2, kind of. The rest are pretty simple. As for this one, you definitely want to be on the outskirts. And then when someone else is getting chased or fighting, tell them to meet with you. Prep it, get in the bubble, boom, meet. But then you'll probably just save the day instead of actually getting a stigma, because they'll be too afraid to approach after hearing the birthday song or hearing the witch. Depending on what skin you have, they'll be afraid of hearing that and they'll, oh shit, the witch. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. But the cross, good kite, just like kiting weapon, just like the ray gun. Although ray gun still has more ammo, I think, than the cross. It depends what mod you use. Saving Grace, I don't have it, but I really want that mod. That's a really good one. That's where if you're firing, you can play close quarter with damn near any monster, unless they take cover, howl, take cover, shock you, depends. Cross, if they try to hit you, it breaks the cross, but you don't take health damage. You don't change health states. You're still healthy, and you get the boost as if you got hit. I think that too. But the monster still gets a shockwave though too. But it does save you somewhat. But the cross, I think it's super solid. 42 second, just like the rest of the others for the crafting time. Cool mods. Solid against the dolls. I just think Deathwire, probably not the best to use it on. Werewolf 2, possibly. Wart, like I said, you gotta have 2 weapons with Wart. But you could try to buy time with that weapon. I want to say almost A tier. Because of the mods. But then there's like 2 monsters where it's not that good. This is tough. This is so tough. I don't know. I'm gonna do that. I feel like I'm way off, but this is how I feel. I'm really curious how you guys feel. All right, next up, Holy Slingshot. Super solid weapon. Super solid. It's just like the Molotov, where you could place it down, and they'll have to go around like a super long way just to reach you guys. You could really trap monsters. Trick shots, another long range weapon. That's kind of what they all have in common here. Like trick shot, long range, because some monsters just don't expect it. Like they'll be chasing a team, throw a Molotov. What's that noise? Boom! Bonked on the head by a Molotov. You're in flames and you just took a fire stigma, or you got stunned, or freaking slingshot stuck to your body. Nothing you could do about it. Ray gun. Oh, I forgot about that nerf. Ray gun and the cursed sword. At a long range, it doesn't slow the monster down as much. I'll still keep it up there because you could still, it's still like slowing them down a bit. Not as much anymore. I forgot about that shit. But it's still distracting and it can still screw a monster over. But slingshot, 2 shots, 3 if you have that one mod. That cloud mod's pretty annoying. I forgot the rest of the other mods, but it's like super solid. You can waste the monster's time. You can block them off, saving. Oh, but against War, it's pretty bad. That's about it. Wolf can't howl in time. Just plop it down. You're gonna have to go around Wolfie. Sorry. Anomaly. Yeah, he'll just go under it. Death Wire. You'll probably shoot it before he shocks you because of how slow he may be. Not getting the shock down. So it's like, he shocked me, but you have to go around, bud. Or wait for it. Sorry. I think it's a solid weapon. I think A tier is cool. Maybe better than Molotov, too. Because you get more ammo. So I'll say that. Okay, next up, the staff. If this was in the past, it'd probably be really low. But now it could save you from busted. The busted status. There's certain mods on it that are pretty cool. It used to be like that. Now it's kind of like angled. I think because like that was pretty, it was too, like way too much range or something like that. That's why they changed the animation. It kind of sucks because, okay, quick craft, but then you have to heal people. And this is kind of dependent on your team. Even if you have that one mod where if you're healthy and you craft it, I think you get some charge. Then you're injured to where you can heal yourself, get more charges. Then you have to get another. But it kind of forces you to heal the teammates, which is good. And get the prone teams and all that. But I don't know how to rank it. Long range, that's pretty good. I think longer than the flamethrower. But the sucky part is crafting or having to heal teammates, which you never know if you can get that off. We'll see. I think B is fine. Low B tier. Because I think it's better than flamethrower. It's not average. But let's go against the monsters. Wart, you can kite him with it. But again, you need 2 weapons against that guy. Werewolf, probably not the best unless you can get her in an open area. But the werewolf's probably too good for that. Get into cover, howl, boom, it's over. Dollmaster, decent against his dolls and him. Decent against him. Deathwire, you gotta get him in an open area to land it on him. And Anomaly, homeboy can just cover goop or cover and disperse. It's like he's an escape artist. I'll say B tier because of the quick craft. You do have to heal others, but then there's some mods that can help with that. Yeah, low B tier, barely gets it. Cursed sword, dude. Oh, okay, this weapon, in my opinion, needs to get nerfed. It is just too freaking good. Yes, they nerfed it like the ray gun, like I said earlier, but it's still that standard crafting time. But like, man, does Wart suffer from this weapon. He gets like, he turns into a snail. I'm surprised there's not a snail skin for him for how slow he moves when he gets hit by this. But it's like, any monster gets so slowed by it. It does way too much damage. Even if you try to get out of it, it's like, pretend you just swing at me. Boom. Holy shit, I barely reached cover and I got half of the stigma off of me. Like half of the meter on it. Like, Like, it needs to get nerfed. I'm sorry. You can juke as monster. Usually people will swing forward. So when you think they're about to swing, it's usually going to be forward. So take a left or right, go around them, boom, you can get a hit. That's usually what they try to do. Okay, you need 2 weapons, but damn, he gets slowed down by it. Werewolf, any monster, you get slowed down, but then if they react, like Werewolf and Deathwire, you have to catch them out in the open. Otherwise, they'll take cover, shock you, or howl. Now, Dollmaster's dolls are tricky as hell to hit. So that's the one thing that's hard to hit. But his big old man, the old man himself, has a pretty big hitbox, so you can probably get it off of him. And then Anomaly. Again, Anomaly, see ya. Or if he's a teen, that's kind of hard to hit too. That's probably the second hardest thing to hit. So the dolls first, then him as a teen. Like, that's kind of hard because all the teens are pretty, like, thin. So, yeah. That's the only thing that'd be hard to hit. But, man, it can really slow. I'm going to say A tier. Just how much you can slow a monster down. All Wart mains hate this freaking weapon. It is hell. But I think the slingshot's a bit better because, like I said, pop that down. Peace out. Unless it's freaking Anomaly. Then he'll just go under. But damn near anyone else, peace out. See you later. I just bought tons of time. You have to go all the way around. But with the sword, you can't really do that. You can slow them down, but then it's kind of hard. It's like a delay. And they can read that delay of how many times you swing. But it's still solid as hell. Next up, my favorite weapon in the game. Favorite weapon in the game. No, I'm not going to be biased. Y'all know me when I play the game. Play both sides. I try not to be biased. But with this weapon, Eiku Leiku, the chanting RC weapon, better than the copter. Has to be an A tier. Damn near good against any monster. Again, Wart, you got to have 2 weapons because he'll just acid armor if he hears it. Damn near with any of these weapons. Acid armor go burr, as they say. Who's next? Werewolf hate it. Werewolf Deathwire. They hear that, they're out. Unless they're going to take a chance to hear you and then howl. Dollmaster, probably not the best. Because it depends. Because the doll is just... Oh, that doll is so sneaky. And if he controls a different doll and he hears it, you're screwed and he's going to hit you. Unless you have that one mod. But that warning mod's kind of eh. I think they'll still get a hit on you. I don't know. It's 15 meters. I don't know how good that is. I think it's 15 meters. But as someone who loves this weapon, the Infernal Eye, I use the energy one where it depletes slower because they nerfed this weapon too. But with that mod, it definitely helps. There's been instances where I had like 5 charges. It's definitely a match on YouTube. I had 5 charges. And it was one of the matches where I played with my friend, Polish Immortal. The doll came at me. I had like 5 charges. Boom. Saved the day. Like, there's been so many times where I caught up to the monster because of that mod that I have the energy depletes slower. That is such a good mod. Anyway, sorry. Werewolf runs for their life. Deathwire runs for his life. Dollmaster depends if it's a doll or not, and if he hears you, because he's basically at 2 spots of the map at all times, or more depending on how many dolls he has. Anomaly. Funny thing, I never really used this weapon against Anomaly, but I know you have to hover around the mimicked teen if he's a fake teen. But then again, he'll just see you later, disperse. That's why I think they might nerf him again, because he can escape so easy. But solid, super solid, fast. Monster cannot counter it unless they find you. Definitely better than Molotov. Is it the best weapon? Because it cannot be countered. I'm trying not to be biased. People, if you know me, I freaking love this weapon. And I just said it now if you didn't know. But it's like, it cannot be countered. They just have to find you. And with these weapons, they already found you. But you got to buy time. This one, now this is what's making me think. But you only get 2 shots. I might say it's the best. RC, you can't counter it. You just got to run for your life as a monster. If the teens are good, like, he's over here, he's over here, you're screwed. It's pretty damn quick. Although werewolf can run away from it. Wart can't really do much within 2 weapons. It's so situational, but I think it's just solid weapon. I might stay A tier. It is my tier list after all, but I do feel, I'm trying not to be biased, but man, it is just, I think that's why I like it, because I can land eyes. Yeah, I'm not going to drag this any longer than it has to. It's just a solid weapon. Finally, the Enigma. Quick craft, depending on what mod you have. I personally like to use the, it takes about half of your life, then the other half you have to charge. But this is a good weapon to make when the monster's dealing with weapons already. Like if they're in the middle of a firefight, perfect. Boom, charge it. He's not going to care. He's too busy to deal with weapons. And you'll get the charge. Boom, you just had another weapon for free. It's pretty damn quick. Range is decent. You can even extend the range with the mod. Is Flamethrower really about to be the only C tier? That's crazy. I think it's better than the Staff. Better than the Shock Sphere. They're kind of tied. Like, how are they tied? That's why I feel like people are going to dog me for the Shock Sphere. But I'm curious to hear your guys' picks. But it's just how I feel based off of how I play. And I don't think they'll ever be an S tier. If something's an S tier. Maybe the Cross and Beta. That was S tier. Because that instant range, instant freaking pull out, and instant damage being dealt. That was probably S tier. That was broken, and they fixed it. I'm going to keep it like this. No. Just the fact that it just runs out of energy so much. That's why it's kind of lower. I'll keep it right here. I think this is my tier list. I think I'm fine with this. I had to say what I had to say about all of them. I'm really curious what you guys think. I can already tell people, like, there's probably some of you that will talk to me, and I might switch some in the comments down below. But personally, how I play this game, how I feel with everything that I've done, trying to look at all monsters, all sides, this is kind of how I feel currently and how the game currently is. Now, when it comes to new stigmas, new weapons, who knows? Reworks of some of these weapons, nerfs, buffs, we'll have to see in the future. But I'll wait till like a year and we'll come back to these types of videos. As for monster, maybe like every 1 or 2 new monsters, I'll come back to a monster tier list. When it comes to teens, maybe again every 1 or 2 teens I'll come back, because every teen, like, that's too much. Maybe 1 or 2 and we'll make these videos. We'll always come back. So hope you enjoyed. This was my tier list on the VHS Video Horror Society weapons. And the rules were, like, considering all monsters and all mods. This is how I feel. Some people do, like, based off of one monster. I try to do the whole thing. So I'm really curious to hear you guys' opinions down below. And I'm surprised I came out with this. But this is how I feel. Flamethrower is all by itself. So curious, guys. Leave your thoughts down below. See you in the future videos to come. Peace out.